Hello, beautiful souls. Sharon, Zadkiel, here with general reading for the second half of September for the beautiful Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. As a general reading, please understand that this will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and leave the rest. What do you want to do? My beautiful Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. The energy that is sitting underneath this reading for you today is the beautiful Four of Wands. This talks of ideas bringing success. So for the second half of September, and really with the transits, this is the beginning of energies that we will see for the next 3 months, and the turbulent, combustible energy with Mars retrograde in Aries for such a long time. Anyway, you do have the beautiful. So this is celebrations. This is really bringing those into your three-dimensional world that will be supportive. It is finding those people, places, and things that you can work with collaboratively to bring in success, to bring in celebrations. This reminds me of weddings, celebrations, awards. So some of you may even find yourself on the receiving end or being nominated for awards. Congratulations to those whom that relates to. Okay. Yes, I have put up an introductory video that was going to be the introduction to this video discussing the heavy astrological energies. Please check that out down below. You'll find that in the video section. I also have a astrological update that gives a heads up on the transits that we're having between now and the end of September. My beautiful Aries, this is unfortunately for many of you quite a tumultuous time. You come into the second half of September with the Eight of Cups. So for many of you, you'll find progressively severing links with the past and traveling away from that which you have put a lot of time, effort, energy. Some of you will be changing your friendship group. Some of you will be walking away from relationships. It's a case, especially with the Tower and the Knight of Swords, that things will and change, the inevitable change that is needed, and that you've Aries, and I say this with all due respect, many of you have been knowing that this dramatic upheaval is on its way and it's here. The universe has tapped you on the shoulder, you haven't listened. It's tapped you again, you haven't listened. So it is brought in the Tower moment. It will, with the Knight of Swords, take courage to face the enemies and the situation, to really be able to finally come to terms with the fact of your need to move away from, that which no longer serves you. There is something, my beautiful Aries, that you have something, someone that you have put in a lot of time, effort, energy into. It hasn't worked. It's left you feeling less than, and to be able to get to the point of, the Four of Wands energy, to bring in that celebration, to bring back the joy, you're going to have to really face the situation head on. It will come in thick and fast, and it will take you courage. When the Tower moment does hit, it will feel like a catastrophe and a complete reorganization of your life. However, I love the Tower card when it comes in, because it allows things to be pulled down, dismantled, re-looked at, reassessed, and with all the planets that have been retrograde, and I think we still have 5 that are retrograde as I'm taping this, it really enables you to rebuild from a much stronger foundation. You are not the person that you were when you entered this situation and coming out of it. Yeah, unfortunately, for some of you, again, general reading, there will be those that will be seriously considering and removing themselves from current relationship issues. You have the Eight of Cups sitting over the Eight of Swords. So, you know, bonds, restrictions, relationships, marriage, it's time for you to, you know, get rid of the ties that bind, to release yourself from this toxic environment that has kept you boxed in, that has kept you less than, that has kept you in the dark, bound and constricted. It's time to let that go, to bring in the beautiful Ace of Wands, to bring in the new beginnings, the inspiration. Yes, it will take courage. However, you have the work ethic and the ability and the energy to be able to do that which you need. For those of you, again, because the Eight of Pentacles is sitting underneath the Tower card, for some of you, this is related to your work environment too. So for some of you, you know, we'll be looking at changing working relationships. Others, it will be a personal relationship. You do have the craftsmanship and that which you can make and the skills that you bring to the table, with the ability to, you know, we are in a time of evolution, so it's about using our adaptability. So you have skills that with some tweaking and some adaptation can bring in some very big positive material changes towards yourself. It will feel scary, it will feel like a tower moment, it will feel like a catastrophe, but if you can steadfastly face everything as, you know, the situation, people, places and things as they come up, you will be able to get to where you want to go to. You will get through this, but it is not going to be easy. There is grief involved for some. There is dark night of the soul feeling, you know, of, because there's been such a purge that is needed. So you will need to purge out people if, you know, it doesn't feel right. Sever contact for a little while, pick up the threads later. Okay, what do the angels want my beautiful Aries to know? No, so even though the second half of September and really to the end of December is going to be quite tumultuous, the fact that you have the Ace of Wands and the energy that sits under this reading is the Four of Wands, gives me heart. So, you know, you do have new beginnings, and it's about really grasping those opportunities that make you feel inspired. Those ones that, you know, even though, yes, it is difficult, and yes, it is hard decisions that will need to be made, and it will feel, you know, quite devastating and like the whole world is falling apart. You're going to have to reorganize everything, which is going to take time, effort, energy. If you do put in the time, work and energy, then, you know, you will reap the rewards. You also have pulled the Cupid card, so you send great waves of love into your heart and mind, and awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. Absolutely beautiful card to, you know, finish the reading on. So this is really about coming back to the heart for you, my beautiful Aries, sun, moon and rising. So it's about looking within and finding what truly brings you joy. You know, those that you surround yourself with, not just people, but also the activities. So I'm going to put it, it's like I'm being shown, what I'm being shown from Spirit is the fact, and again, this is a general reading, so it will not resonate for everyone, but my beautiful Aries, it's like you have been in such a dark, unhappy, unfulfilled space for such a long time, and you felt really stuck. And so now finally you are, having reached the end of your tether and with the volatile energies that are going on, being able to have, sometimes things need to blow up, so sometimes we need to have those extremely volatile conversations and confrontations with people, so that we can find the strength within to walk away, to say, no, this is just not on. I do not deserve to be treated this way. I do not deserve to be spoken to this way. This is unfair. I want more. I deserve more. If I'm going to have a relationship, then I want it to be a loving, supporting relationship. I do no longer want to feel bound and restricted. Much love, much light. Namaste, Sharon.